All the events that is happening in the country, and we are here alive. We have every cause to be thankful to God Almighty for having kept us up to this moment. And there's no other way to say thank you, because if words were to be calculated, I don't think the grace that we currently enjoy and the mercy of the Lord can be paid for. I believe that you are also in it to say thank you. On behalf of City Standards, we say thank you for being there.
All right, I also thank you for the love, for your time, for your constant engagement on the platform. May God continue to bless you all. We don't take any of it for granted. Thank you so much. Femi.
Yeah, yesterday was, it was awesome, as expected.
As expected.
Yes, as expected. I've expected. You know my mood since Monday. Some people can testify. I started my day yesterday, and I thank God.
Even before we commenced the party, before we started around to 6.
Before 6.
Before 6 together. Yes. Go together. Also trying to.
That's how.
The breeze of the
moment. That's how it's supposed to be. Yes, that's how to celebrate an icon. I'm so happy. May God continue to give us grace to celebrate more years in this life. And to all of you that supported us yesterday, we say thank you very much for your support. Joyous thing never cease in your home. May you continue to be celebrating. Amen. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, man. Right. We appreciate.
Thank you so much. I know I'll be skipping names if I have to mention names here, but I appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
People sent me money. I won't lie. Thank you so much. I don't want to mention names. Many people, many. I appreciate your kindness towards me. All right, in the comment section this morning, Gladys Oyabo, morning to you. Pride, I appreciate your presence here. You're welcome to the program. Okay, great, the great one. Thank you for joining us. Clement Poli is here. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Akin Lari Akitayo, we appreciate you for joining us this morning. Thank you, Alaba Fuwe. You're welcome to the program. Thank you all.
Anytime you mention that Alaba Fuwe, I always have a kind of a feeling, because that name connotes a lot of things. And I've always been saying that that name, I so much love that name. And I believe that one day that Afo was on too on this platform. I want to say good morning to you.
Somebody see me in the morning.
All right, Victor Odua says, okay, it's Victor Moses. Which Victor Moses are you talking about? Is this the ex Super Eagles?
So that we know where to start from.
Victor Moses. Okay, we have Victor Moses in the comment section. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Williams Okameme, a great man. I really appreciate your kindness yesterday. You showed me love. Jacob Adedeji. Thank you so much. I said I won't mention it. After I mentioned it,
Yes,
so that's me for you. The viewers know me for that. They know I would always do that. Thank you so much, Big T Prince. Big fish yesterday. Big fish. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Many. Dr. IK from Caribbean Island.
Yeah.
Wow.
We appreciate you.
Rafolu.
Called.
Very much, sir.
You have many people. You know, Mrs. Clara. Thank you so much.
Mrs.
Many
Clara,
other
yes.
viewers that showed me love yesterday. Everybody. Isn't what Liverpool? Yeah. Thank you so much. All of you. I know I can't remember names like that. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. All right, Muki Great has continued the birthday this morning, and he has sent 50,000 naira to me.
Oh my God.
Some people said the birthday will continue today. We went to 3 locations yesterday. And today it still continues. Some people said till weekend. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Even before I got home yesterday, landlord don't really celebrate. I call landlord for matter. Don't go increase house rent. I don't get money. Right? The landlord was watching the program live.
Yes, as you are aware.
So as I was calling the money, the amount was like, keep on lady. Honestly, it was so great. Awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you so much, Muki Great. I appreciate your kindness this morning. I can see another comment. I think via WhatsApp. It should be on WhatsApp or so. I don't know. Somebody sent something. Mr. Odeshino. Mr. Odeshino sent 100,000 naira. Thank you so much, Mr. Odeshino. I really appreciate your gesture this morning. I think Mr. Odeshino called me on Sunday or so and told me we send 100,000. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I said we send 100,000 naira. Yeah, for the stand. So thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you very much, sir.
I know you are the one. Yeah, from the United States of America. Thank you so much. This one is not particularly for me. I get to know. It's for the stand. My own day here.
Now you must.
Everything revolves around you.
Yes, now.
So there's no way you can separate the head from the body.
Thank you so much. All right, let's quickly move down to what we have. From the 100K, please keep at 5%. Good boy, no problem.
No problem.
I'll do that. No
25%. Okay,
no problem. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Benjamin in Netherlands also showed love. Thank you so much, Mr. Benjamin. We appreciate you. Thank you. Many. I can't remember names. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, we've moved down to the Punch this morning and watched the Punch saying ADC convention. The convention that was expected took place yesterday. I call it the much anticipated or controversial convention.
Both. Expected, anticipated, controversial, formidable. Call it any name.
It eventually happened yesterday at Rainbow Event Center.
Yes.
After they were denied access to the Eagle Square. That's according to reports. But the FCT minister, Yeso Wike, denied that. Said they never wrote him an official letter. They never told him anything about securing.
We understand.
We understand. Okay. What do you understand, Femi?
I know we understand now. Somebody like Wike, we say he didn't deny them. What do you expect from Wike? I know that definitely, even if he see the letter, who will even bring the letter? He will say he didn't see it. Somebody like that, you go and serve them. You know, in Nigeria, even when court say go and serve him a particular thing, they will dodge him. At that time, some people will travel. I'm not around. I don't see it, and you can only acknowledge. I maybe see something. I may decide not to acknowledge that I see it. I see Mr. Vincent. I say, Mr. Vincent, I don't see you this morning. Did I see you? I don't know you. It's very, very easy for Wike to deny now, but I'm very sure Wike did that. He denied them. They even said that they threatened the man that owned that. The venue, that they are going to confiscate that place. They are going to deal with him. It's very, very dangerous for our democracy. This kind of a dangerous game. It shouldn't be what we are going to be experiencing in our 21st century. When other nations are moving on, we are still bent on this kind of obnoxious politics. it's very, very wrong. It's very, very wrong.
Was that really or actually coming from Wike?
You see, actually, they say there's no smoke without fire. And you know, before the now, Wike does not want to hear any dissenting voice except his own. And whenever you see somebody like that, you will see that he is not tolerant of any dissenting voice or opposition. And you cannot expunge what really happened, because how can just elementary thing now become so complex to the extent that I want to use a private hall. All the private owners along the axis now start to deny ADC before they eventually got that rainbow hall. Then it shows that how petty Wike or the APC government has drawn our democracy into. And when you see that this, because every day, instead of progressing, we keep receding in our way of doing things. And it ought not to have been allowed in a place that we say that we are flying democracy. And when you look at what is really happening in Nigeria today, you will see that things are not really going the way it should. And people are trying to say no. If you claim to be democratic, why are you trying to, all your body languages and everything that you have already spoken through your body, they gravitate towards a one-party state? And we cannot say we are practicing democracy and we are not getting the real deal. And which is why those people went on and eventually they got that venue and that convention held. And when you see the way and manner it was controlled, it shows that these people, they have already planned, they have been clinical to some extent in terms of preparation in holding that convention.
Femi, I learned that nephew Gombe has been expelled.
That expulsion still needs to be authenticated by Supreme Court's ruling. If Supreme Court authenticates what they did yesterday, if they follow, if the ruling of Supreme Court go along with them in that place, then that suspension or expulsion will be stand. But if not, that expulsion will be like the one they did in Ibadan when they say Wike and some other people were expelled. So that expulsion is still waiting for Supreme Court to know whether it's justified or whether it's legally done or illegally done. So we are still waiting for the Supreme Court.
The expulsion of
you see, that expulsion, it will be presumptuous of me to talk on a matter that is already in court. I want to believe that if where the quota where that expulsion is coming from is a kind of a valid quota, as evidenced by the convention newly held yesterday, I want to believe that the expulsion can hold. A situation whereby a matter is in court, it is not. It is advisable not to talk on it and let the judicial angle, prevail on it before we can start to talk on that.
Femi, would you say this is the beginning of a new force in the country, in our political space?
Well, it's the beginning of a new force. Like I said yesterday, that these people, they should not be discouraged. They should expect, worse.
Like a serious force.
Like a serious force. Yes. What they did yesterday, to some extent, to a large extent, I'm impressed, because despite against all odds, they make sure that the thing, happen. So it's held. And eventually they have done their own. If the Supreme Court ruling now come out, whether it favor them or not, they will have known. They themselves, as they are doing convention yesterday, they must have plan B. That it's either you go this way. If it go in our way, fine. If it doesn't go in our way, then our plan B, their plan B will be waiting for them. The plan B, the next vehicle they are going to convey, if that vehicle gets spoiled. Of course, if you are going to somewhere and a particular vehicle gets spoiled, you look for another one. Yes, that's how to go to somewhere. So I believe, and I want to trust God that God will help them. If the Supreme Court is not favor them, then they should go for plan B, because there are some fundamental issues on this ground. In the party constitution, it requires that you must be a member of that party for 2 years before you become chairman. But all these chairmen that just emerge within 24 hours, I don't know how they are going to, unravel that one. But we are waiting for Supreme Court to do the needful.
Do we now have a political force that can give APC a tough fight?
Yes, expectedly. You can see the frenetic way with which the APC-led governments, they have been going about it. Because if you say you are tolerant and you already have 32 governors in the kitchen, then why are you still afraid? You have every instrumentality of power at your beck and call. Then why are you afraid? I want to believe that if they are tolerant of opposition and they have what they call the numerical advantage of having the various state governments in their kitty, I think I don't see why they should be afraid. But coming to the question, I think this is not the beginning of what we are going to expect come 2027, because you cannot run any democratic project without any competitor, and I believe competition is part of the game. And when you say competition, then we Nigerians we should be given the opportunity to choose from the myriads of political parties that are, and the only known one is just ADC and APC that we are seeing. Other ones are just in limbo as we speak. And I want to believe that it's a welcome development. What I saw yesterday, it shows that no matter how you muzzle the voice of the people, you can see the voice still find a way of speaking. And that is what is expected in a democracy.
All right, the convention has concluded and the constitution of the party or the coalition has been amended, and let's see how this goes. At the convention yesterday, Obi Mechi decried rising poverty in the country. Akpabio criticized the renewed hope agenda. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former vice president, talked about democracy being undermined under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. These were the issues, raised yesterday. I don't know if all these issues are the reality we are talking about.
Yes, all the issues they raised, they are genuine. Akpabio precisely said that renewed hope of Tinubu is a scam. And
it's a scam.
Yes, they call it a scam. But one of the major things that make this is renew whatever is calling, and make it attractive to me is issue of a reform, our political reform, decentralization of power. Power are too much in the central. Decentralization of that power, more power to the state. We have seen more funds to the state, but more power, like creation of state police. But I was surprised when I was hearing that one of the proposal of Disu, he indicated that it's going to be done within 60 months. Then my head, I couldn't calculate how many years is 60 months. How many years will it lapse before we can get what we need now? State police that we need now, that you yourself have been cry about it when you are Lagos State governor. If to say he has chance, he will have created state police. Yes, when Tinubu was governor of Lagos State, if to say he was the president that time, he will have created state police, because he always believed in decentralization. He always believed in true federalism. But when he get there, we don't see that passion being strong again. He started to be dragging it, because I don't know why the creation of the state police has been dragging for a long time. And you are the one that asked them recently. You still now say, this will now still say that within the space of 60 months. Oh my God, that's how many years? Your administration will have almost, even the second time. The second time administration will have almost. So what are we looking for?
No, let's go back to what you said the other time, that Akpabio said just a renewed hope agenda is a scam. Now, what does this say? What does this say about his past alliance with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And is criticism based on principle or fallout from political disagreement?
Well, both sides is as a result of a fallout. I think if he is still with Asiwaju, he will not be saying something like that. Perhaps maybe they still give him one ministerial appointment. or even maybe it's instrumental to the appointment of a particular minister, you wouldn't have been hearing something like this. But having said that, that does not mean that what is seen is not genuine. Yes,
That is a scam.
that doesn't mean that what is seen is not genuine.
Subsidy removal too.
Subsidy removal of subsidy is a reality, but the way is
Because Obi talked about subsidy removal.
yes, it's a reality. But how are you implementing it? How is it affecting it's only negative aspect of it that we are feeling. The positive aspect of
The
it,
reason behind that removal.
we don't
feeling the
we
positive
don't
effect.
feeling the positive effect. It's the negative. So when they say something is a scam, that does not mean that it's not exist at all. It exists, but it's not genuine. When they make a clay, then they spray it with the gold paint. That does not make it a gold. So it sounds like it's going to benefit. It's going to be beneficiary to Nigeria, but currently it is governors that are, enjoying it most. All the allies, they are the one enjoying all this money. And despite the fact that we remove subsidy, we save some money, yet we are still borrowing. We are still borrowing up to this moment. Nigeria, we are still borrowing. So what is the essence of removing that subsidy? Okay, when Buhari was there, Buhari was borrowing money. They were claiming that they are borrowing money to pay subsidy. Now, you don't have to borrow to pay subsidy again. We bear the pains. Yes, you should go back and borrow money. I don't see any year Tinubu will not borrow money. It's not only once, so 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a year. So what is the essence of removing subsidy? So when you put all these things together and you said, and then somebody conclude that all this thing is a scam, then I don't have choice but to go with his submission.
Okay, if truly it's a scam, what specific policies prove that renewed hope agenda is a scam?
You see, for a very long time, monies have been allocated to a particular sector, trying to say they want to ameliorate the condition of that. I'm talking in relation to security. Just recently, 75 billion too has already been spent or allocated to that this thing. All amounted to nothingness. We are not seeing the effects. Because before I got here this morning, a neighbor very close by engaged me in a small discussion about some ex-sellers where they are going to do their trade. As they were about, putting the crate of egg in their vehicle, some people came out of the bush and got them taken in, kidnapped, and ransom were being asked. And before that, they said they spent. Imagine somebody that walked inside the bush from 11 a.m. and before they took them to where they were going to be dealt with to 8 p.m. You see, you begin to wonder. Then where is the security? Ordinarily, somebody that is flying his or her trade will expect that there shouldn't be something of such. And this is happening even in the southwest here. And that's to tell you how bad our security state has become. And having said that, when you also see the social indices in the country, one of the primary motives of any government is to to protect lives and make sure that there is cohesion in the social state. You understand? It's whereby all these things are not being gotten. Then you begin to wonder what kind of government. Now, as of today, it's even on the front of the newspaper. 75 billion naira has been allocated to security. To do what? You understand? You allocated this money. All what we will hear, we don't hear you on the pages of newspaper. We don't know how everything is being deployed. Nobody is asking questions as to how much. What are you even going to do? How is it going to add to the value chain? We are not getting all that. Every day, humongous money keep taking flight, and nobody is asking questions. There is no serious accountability on the part of the relevant body as to how all this money are being spent. But when you now look, is it not even? We are not living in the moon. You and I are in this country. We are all seeing it. It's reality. Because when we are not seeing what is expected as a result of an injection in a particular sector, then you begin to wonder what is really happening. Does it mean that we don't have the human resources or the capacity to drive that change. And for crying out loud, any government that does not, that pride itself of a renewed hope, it should also give us an evidence that the citizen can also have a kind of a belief in whatever that renewed hope is. But as of the now, we are hopeless because we are in a hopeless situation. We are in more or less in a kind of a crucible of pain, because now we are here in the southwest. What of other people that have been displaced? They are already agonizing. They are in pain as we speak. Even in the southwest, I just mentioned now. You understand? Like those people that are selling eggs that were being taken in. I was just being informed this morning. Then how would their family feel? Because according to that, some of them were tied to the stakes as if that they want to shoot them until the boss came and said no, they should not. And they have already been beaten to stupor. They have been beaten pop and blue. And you begin to wonder what kind of a society do we have? As long as we continue to clothe truth in diplomatics, it is not going to tell us that we are really serious in addressing this kind of a serious issue.
All right, I'll still go to the comment section, but let's quickly take this. I want to be taking each one by one. Thank you so much, gentleman Mike. All right, so we have how many likes there? Well, we have over 300 people watching. Please let us increase the like. Very, very important. Let's increase the like. It's over 300 people watching as I speak. Now, on Atiku's take on INEC, not being not independent or something like that, on INEC undermining democracy. Can Atiku claim this when such institution or system actually produced him to?
Well,
I know he was the former vice president.
It was former vice president.
People's Democratic Party.
Yes, let me.
He did 8 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me.
So apart from Atiku, some other people also came through this same system. So can we say, can they claim? Can we trust their claims about INEC when the same system produced them?
Yes. What really happened is that INEC is not controlled by one person since when we enter into democracy. We have been having, different chairman at a particular time, but each one of them, we cannot see anyone that we can take to clinic and see that is 100% honest. No. Or clean. No. But this particular one, his own is somehow a bit different. Yes, his own, the way is,
you are talking about Mukiton.
And they say yes, currently this Amokutan own is so more that it's been biased. Yes, according to what
bias in what sense, what aspect? He conducted Anambra State election. Right?
Yes, that's how they
conducted by elections.
Let me tell you, go and check how Abuja election being conducted. You will know that systematically they know the area they are looking for. They know their weak point. They don't need to bamboozle. They don't need to. You don't know how they will do this thing. They don't need to win everywhere. Yes, they know the weak point. They know their weak point, and it's in those 8 weak points they are going to work upon. It surprised me when the North will come out and say, not as stop supporting Tinubu. And I will ask them that even in 2023, go and check all the swing states, all the states that usually determine who win. In the North, Tinubu didn't win there. He didn't win in Kaduna. He didn't win in Kano. He didn't win in Katsina. Yet he was able to pick some bunch of votes that he needed in those areas. So you don't need to say, okay, you must give me 80% of your votes. No. So they don't need to do much. Like Anambra, they don't need to force people. They don't need to force APC or Anambra. Of course, there is alliance between Baba and son. Between Soludo and Tinubu, there is alliance. So why forcing? You can still stay there and work for us. Eventually, what happened? Abga started supporting Tinubu, and Soludo started supporting Tinubu. Go to Osun State as well. Our dancing senator, he didn't say anything against Tinubu, but he was just in another party. They are just two friends inside different houses. So what I'm trying to say is that Amopitan don't need to do much. It just needs some flashpoint. And with this kind of a thing that they are doing, it's so that Tinubu will never appoint a neutral person. It's very, very simple now. Haven't you heard about how they link a particular X account to Amopitan and all his comments about Tinubu before he was appointed? That account was later changed, but the original code number cannot be changed. You can change name, but the code will not be changed. Everything that I need to believe that account belongs to Amopitan has been proved. So there is no way, even take it or leave it, somebody like Tinubu will not go and employ. You think Tinubu will employ his enemy to come and be INEC chairman? It cannot possible. It's not possible. And all the past leader tools, go and check them. They will never appoint somebody that will work against them. This battle we are fighting now, we are fighting it in 2003 when PDP has 28 governors. I saw video recently when they were asking Obasanjo that, are we not moving into one party state? He said, what is bad in that? Just if Nigeria, if the whole Nigeria, we have so many parties, but if Nigeria says it's only PDP, they want. Is there anything?
It almost happened under the former president.
Yes, 28 out of 36. Yes. And but you are going to one party. He said, hey, is there anything wrong with that? The Nigeria said they want PDP. So if the whole Nigeria become PDP, is that one my problem? So it cannot be a problem. So we have always have, people like this, except sometime when we have exceptional leader like late Yar'Adua. Yes, it was late Yar'Adua that made opposition to be strong in this country. He was the most democratic president Nigeria ever had. Also, give him credit. He said, Oga, I will always be grateful to Yar'Adua. He said he was the one that called me and said, Oga, go and claim your man. I know that you are the owner of that mandate. Go and claim it. Also, give reference. So, apart from all those exceptional leaders, we have always have the leader of winner take it all, take everything. If you want to kill opposition, kill them. Let everything belong to us, and which is not, it's not healthy for our democracy.
Mr. Vincent, is this a genuine alarm or a post-election narrative?
You see,
democracy being undermined under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes, the instrumentality of office has currently been used by the APC-led administration. So just so, let me just start with this narrative. I think Amopitan, the chairman of INEC, and the one before him, Yakubu Mahmoud. You see, they represent a classic example of people that ought not to be there because they were so plural in their administrative display of their various offices. And when you look, if you now go to the extent of picking Jega gave us a semblance that of somebody that, even though there were loopholes in his own administration too, but he still gave us a semblance of somebody who is high up there. If I'm giving Professor Atahiru Jega 55%, I don't think Amopitan and Yakub Mohammed, they will score more than 3%. And when you look at that, I believe if for every system to come out being efficient, there must be a starting point. And that starting point, you have to, there must be this gradient of progress. And once that gradient of progress is obtained, then we'll say the system is working. A situation whereby we are receding. Okay, take into cognizance. How were all these people being thrown? Because I would expect the National Judicial Council, NJC, and some other relevant body like the NBA to have been part of the process through which all these people can be thrown to man our electoral process. But it's a situation whereby the executive has the overriding power in appointing whosoever is going to be there. Then what do you expect? They say who pays the piper? They take the tool. Then what do you expect? If there are some bodies, independent bodies, let it be a kind of a bid. Let 3 people be thrown into the mix And let us see among those three, the one that is best suited for the job. Let him or her, get it. But it's here whereby it always have an influence of the executive determining who goes there. What do you expect? It can never be thorough in terms of transparency. It will be colored. It will be fingered by whatever means by the executive, because executive knows that that process is going to be a process whereby they can also affirm their stay in power. And if that process is punctured, or rather is separated from their will, then it shows that they themselves they will be sitting on the edge of which they cannot determine whether they are coming back or not.
All right, if I'm to take what happened at the convention, if I'm to take everything, I think I'll be ending the program with just two of you this morning. We still have Amechi. Amechi spoke yesterday, criticized the way the APC government is handling security. But let me quickly rush to the comment section and read out what our viewers are reacting to on the platform. All right, Lazarus saying good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I can see Big Prince in the comment section. He has joined the program. Good morning, sir. The fish. Good morning. Good morning, sir. All right, who boy says Supreme Court in Nigeria. Supreme Court in Nigeria is a question he's asking. You Nigerians are very funny. All right, I think you talked about Supreme Court, right?
Yes, I talk about Supreme Court. There's nothing we can do about it. It's still our Supreme Court. We don't have further alternative. The Supreme Court is Supreme Court, whether we like it or not.
All right, Supreme Court is Supreme Court, whether we like it or not. So Abiodun says, common sense is not common. God bless Nigeria. I am proud to be a Nigerian. All right, Muki Great says, Mike, did you watch the convention? Yes, I did. Thank you, Muki. Nothing happened at that convention. Nothing happened with what we've been saying since morning, yeah?
Okay, now.
With Obi's take on subsidy removal, with Atiku's take on democracy being undermined, with Amechi's issue on the way, his own opinion on the way the APC government is handling insecurity.
We understand. Just let's move on.
You understand? I don't understand what you mean.
No. I understand. You're not understanding.
You understand?
I understand the comment. Let's move on. A bunch of same leaders. All these people. Let's move on.
Cool, let's take it easy over there. Thank you. All right, today's a Chima is here. Good morning, Udezi. Thank you for joining us. Good boy says, if you are proud to be a Nigerian, please go and join your Nigerian army.
I've been now.
Go buy common boots from your own pocket. All right, thank you. Wade says, is it Wade or Wade? Why do we expect a party to be tolerant of the opposition? No advantage is enough in politics. We should stop all this talk of 32 governors. Old boy says, how much is your proud Nigerian government? That's okay. Who does the Chima? For Akpabio to give, okay, I'm coming. You're still coming back to that topic. They say, I'm coming back to that. All right, we move down to Olatuge. So, where are the oppositions? Stop making noise. The worst minister of Interior. Those are the ones who are these the ones that will save Nigeria? Give me a break, please. Okay. Good morning, everyone watching from so. May God help us in this country called Nigeria. This is Lesiache. Yes. All right, thank you. All right, Igbo says Igbos don't understand indirect words. Maybe Afonja did. That's why Fulanis come in. And Yoruba lost quarter states of Allah. Oh
my gosh.
All right, let's move to another one. Williams Okameme this morning. Thank you for joining us. He says the ADC represents a genuine political force with the potential to unseat the ruling party from Aso Rock, but only if patriotic Nigerians who desire good governance step forward in large numbers.
We are ready to move forward, but they have to be in the right direction, and we know that they are serious by giving tickets to the right candidates.
All right, if Nigerians who desire good governance, step forward in large numbers to support them, real change will come when citizens who love this country unite behind a credible alternative. When we unite behind a credible alternative,
and that's what you are doing.
Our Nigerians ready to unite behind the credible alternative.
You see,
hope they won't sell their conscience because of a decal of rice.
I was about going to talk on that before you spoke. You see, in this part of the divide, most of the politics we play, they are not, they are politics of stomach infrastructure the most, because the so-called the ruling elite, what most of the instrument they use against the masses is to create some kind of social disharmony in order to be able to have their way. And one of those things is that to make sure that there is hunger in the land, and people, the primary things that that needed to be gotten by an ordinary citizen become so distant. And these are some of the weapons they use in holding the larger masses captive when it comes to electoral matters. But in real sense of it, and if Nigeria were to be an ideal state, and I think people everywhere, meaning Nigerians, should be able to gear up and come out in large numbers to also vent their hunger as to where the pendulum of governance will go.
All right, Imarebu says, I always learn from these two men every day.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Femi and Mr. Vincent.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you, William, for coming message. The Nigeria INEC and the system today is very, very corrupt. It's not like the INEC that existed during the late MK Abiola days. That's June 12th.
You go too far.
That's our friend Nwosu.
You are even going back. But I just cited the Professor Atairu Jega. I think we still have a semblance of decency in terms of that institution called INEC. And even the one before it, Tayo Akpata, even though that one too was short-lived or somehow, I think we still have a semblance of decency too. And when you look at everything, every other one after it, we are just pottering along the line. And nothing good can be said about Yakubu Mahmoud and the current one that we are currently under. Because take for instance, how can we be having what do they call that, all those elections that are not please remind me, those elections that were conducted in Anambra,
those off-cycle
election, you understand? And you still find some kind of loophole. It shows that if you are being given 10 naira to manage as a person, and you still have to say, the 10 naira you cannot manage it effectively. Is it when you are being given 1,000 naira that you can manage it?
All right, Ken 224 says criminals want to unseat criminal.
Now
irony.
Yes, now let the criminal sit the kind. You can choose between the two criminals.
You see,
you want to choose criminal to rule you.
Yes,
criminals want to unseat another criminal.
I've always said you on this.
What an irony.
No, Mr. Michael. We are the one that choose which criminal do we like. We may when you see thief A and thief B, you can choose between Satan and demon.
Which one is super thief?
Will you go for the
super thief?
Or Christian wants super thief, and we want to remove the super thief. Maybe we should bring another. Let's test another thief now. We have so many thieves. Then let's test the one that know how to steal and still remain small for us.
Which one do you want to taste? Super thief or
you see, Mike, I will answer that question this way. You see, I've always said that the change comes in two forms. It's either it is planned or it is forced. And when you are saying that, because if this current administration is tolerant of opposition and let the people be the one to choose out of the ones that are going to vie for that seat, a situation whereby you want to make it one-sided, then it becomes monotonous. And there is nothing to show that the people are at the center of it. But if we were to choose, let there be a template where that is equitable, that people can feel that yes, okay, this thing, okay, let's give it a try, and let us see how it goes.
All right, let's move down to Dixie Prince. Everything they said here are just political jargons.
Okay.
Already moving out of ADC.
He didn't say he has already moved out.
He never said
He never said that. He's just telling people that if
he
I
was talking
see
about
that
transactional politics.
yes,
he's not ready for that.
If you still want to do transactional, politics, yes, I'm ready to leave. If you want to cry, I'm going. Oh, they have to rush in Nigeria constitution. Give him chance to move. I mean,
You can go
he
to
can
any
be a
party.
political wanderer if you choose to be so. So it's not anybody's problem.
But would they learn from their past?
There's none of them that will say has not jumped ship at one point or the other, even among the current ruling class. But one thing is that it's sad that we have not been able to form politics of ideology. That is why we are having a lot of all these incoherent speeches coming out of the people that are supposed to tend the affairs of this country. But it's a situation whereby it is ideologically laden. I don't think you and I will not have any cause to raise an eyebrow. I want to believe that it's because of the template, because the template upon which this democratic experiment is standing is a bit faulty. And I believe that maybe government after this will try and see that all the institutions that are meant to farm our electoral system really put in the right perspective.
All right, I've been engaging you guys for over 40 minutes, and I need to allow others come in. They need to step in to give their own take on what's going on. But before I allow you go, let's quickly touch this topic. Akpabio, insecurity will stop 2 weeks after the 2027 election. Now, let me read it now. Sorry. Senate President Godswill Akpabio sparked a firestorm of political debate on Tuesday, alleging that the current surge in national security is being deliberately sponsored by opposition elements seeking to destabilize the government ahead of the 2027 general elections. Speaking at the high-profile inauguration of the Nigerian Revenue Service (NRS) corporate headquarters in Abuja, Akpabio has asserted that the violence plaguing various regions will stop within 2 weeks once the election cycle concludes. Now, what concrete evidence does he have to back his claim?
He has no evidence. If it is like that, then it has been happening for a long time. That means they know what they did. Well, they want to unseat Jonathan in 2015. That was when insecurity was such too. 200, children were kidnapped at Chibok. Maybe they know how this thing started, and that's why they think, okay, maybe they are repaying them in their own coin. Because if not so, I don't know how somebody like what is his name called, Akpabio, will come out with number three citizen of this country will come out and be saying something like that. It's so that they lack focus and they don't know what to do again, and it's a sign of being weakness. So that means there are some people in this country that are more powerful than them.
They know them.
So, and they are not
arresting them.
And they are not arresting them.
They are not ready. They are leaving them.
So we should wait until
that's the meaning of the statement.
Yes, now. So
people will die.
They will continue to die. So we should expect more deaths. General will die. Colonel will die.
Before the president will take action. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was laughing there too.
I don't know the kind of action that they are going to take. Maybe what they mean is that, okay, after all, maybe after the general election, there will be no killing. Of course, there will be no cause for killing again. Election has come and gone. Which is a very, very wrong narrative. We know these people. We know.
And the president was comfortable with that.
Let me just say something. Godswill Akpabio, that is his name. I think if I were to christen him again, I would say it's not God's will. It is Satan will Akpabio. Because it's a situation whereby somebody from that high quarter could be saying something that is not realistic. Then you say we should wait until 2027 and 2031 before you can confront this hydra-headed monster headlong. Then does it show that the one you are currently eating in your mouth, you are not fully digested it, and you are telling us that we should give you another time, making case for the ruling government to continue doing what that they do? Is it until when we have all been killed before you will now say yes, we should wait that they are going to do something? I think the project level of auditing that Akpabio has resulted our lives into in this country, is so sickening. I believe that it offends my sensibility as a Nigerian, and it does not show that he has what it takes to drive this. This move.
Udo's achievement says for Akpabio to give Nigerians assurance that insecurity will stop after election means that he knows about the insecurity.
We have said it severally on this platform that most of the people that are talking now, they are also complicit in the affairs. Even when the names of terrorist sponsors were were real out. We didn't see some names. We expected to see on that list. And what happened? They are just telling us, giving us bureau de change and some persons that are not well known to us. Even if you know them, what action have you taken in that regard to see that? Is it by just, we should just be reading it as a textbook that we have these people have already been named, these are terrorist sponsors, and then what happened next? What next happened? For crying out loud, you see, we have known them. They have, okay, what action has been taken so far to show that they are really serious? They are not even shame.
All right, while Dozie Chima is criticizing the statement credited to Akpabio, Odulade Taiwo is saying, God bless Nigeria, God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
We are not cursed now. We say God, we too, we say God bless Nigeria. But when you behave like somebody that needs blessed, that's when you will be blessed. If you don't behave, you see, when they are blessing you and your character does not attract blessing, okay, there's nothing anybody can do about it. But we say God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Femi. Vincent, I really appreciate
Thank you for having me.
Good morning to you, James John. Gentleman Mike, how are you doing too?
Very well, thank
Good
you.
morning, our esteemed viewers.
You're welcome. Your wife gave me a gift yesterday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Gentle, how are you doing?
Very well. Thanks for hosting us yesterday.
Yeah, it was really a swell moment.
And let me also thank all our esteemed viewers across the world that have been very, very supportive on this platform. Thank you so much.
Is this an intelligence backed statement? The statement credited to Akpabio, the statement he made yesterday. What kind of statement is this?
You see, Akpabio,
Insecurity will be over after election.
Akpabio is somebody who have proven to Nigerians that he's only there for, the president, not for Nigerians. Akpabio, unfortunately, may go down in history as the worst Senate president. The 10th Senate may go down in history as the worst, Senate if care is not taken, because you can see some of the statements credited to the Senate president. Just like Femi said, it means he is telling Nigerians that was exactly the same thing they did. You understand that whatever insecurity we witnessed in the previous administration was actually caused by them. Gumi has even gone further to expose. He said they know them by name, they know them by locations. You understand? So it's unfortunate that somebody who is in that position, who should be careful the way you talk, particularly with the fact that you have failed Nigerians when it comes to security. This budget will always fall at your decks. You do the appropriation before it becomes a law, before the executive can now begin to, disburse these funds. You understand? And much of these funds are disbursed to tackle insecurity with no result. I expect him to be not to even try to avoid any question that want to, be presented to him, pertaining security, because they do not achieve. It is zero achievement in the area of security. But unfortunately, for him to make that statement, to me, he has shot himself on the foot. Seriously, they keep making blunders. Sometimes I think it is God that is, they said if can I remember it again? I think it's God that is really pushing them to make some of these statements. You understand? You can see what is happening to ADC. They have woken up from their slumber. You understand? Even though they have books, in the initial state, but now they have woken up from their slumber. And you could see the level of support they are getting from Nigerians. You can see the crowd yesterday and the number of youth who are guiding the place outside. They volunteered, nobody was paying them, to ensure that nobody come to attack or disrupt the program. You understand? That shows that Nigerians are going somewhere. You understand? And I think the president should somehow, they need to have people who will guide their speech. Okay, if you go out, there are certain things you should not say. We didn't perform well in security. Don't go and talk about security, because it's an area Nigerians and whoever is critical about this government will have an opportunity to criticize us if we mention things that pertain to security, because we have done zero in the area of security.
I don't know what message he was trying to pass across yesterday, but if the government knows that security insecurity in the country is politically driven, does this not suggest failure of security apparatus under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Well, I think for the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, You know, when you thought you have heard the worst from this man, he never failed to surprise you by just giving you another joker. Very unfortunate statement that 2 weeks after the general election of 2027, all insecurity issues will be a thing of the past. One of the most useless statements I've ever had is what came out of the Senate president. And I think it's very unfortunate that this is the kind of person we have as the Senate president of our great nation. It's unfortunate that indeed it is the worst of us that is actually ruling the best of us. Very unfortunate statement. What kind of a statement is that? You know, I saw that statement about 48 hours ago or thereabouts, and I was shocked. That is it true that he made that statement? But when I remember that it was Akpabio, I wasn't shocked any longer that it came from him. That is the kind of statement that comes from number 3 man of the nation. Very unfortunate. I mean, it's clear, just as some of my colleagues have said, they knew where the insecurities have been coming from. They knew the people that are involved, and they can tell that, okay, after this period, things will have sorted out and we can begin to have respite. So when some of us put it to them categorically that these guys know about the insecurity that is going on in the country, it's as if one is being too hard. That statement goes to confirm that they understand what is going on. The number 3 man, to a very large extent, is privy to a lot of sensitive security information, and he's not just speaking out of the blues. He understands what he's talking about, that these are the guys in charge, and we will sort things out after elections. So the meaning, part of the meaning of that statement is that people can continue to be killed. We can continue to lose our frontline soldiers. We can continue to lose our militaries. After the election, everything will be sorted out. The most unfortunate statement I've ever heard.
We know him for that, but let's forget that. Let's even leave that somewhere. Let's admit that it's a reckless statement. But how realistic it is clear? Can insecurity die down after election? Can it reduce?
I don't think so. In 2015, I remember Tinubu made a statement why he supported Buhari. He said he was younger. But the reason why he's supporting Buhari is because Nigeria needs a general. Nigeria needs a general to fix, the level of insecurity that we have. And Buhari was somebody who was, made so much statement, making it look as if it was something they can do within, 24 hours. But unfortunately, matters became worse when Buhari came on board. You understand? There was no, in fact, things became worse. In fact, the entire thing was looking as if he was, he was enriching the terrorists, where they became more emboldened to, carry out their nefarious activities. Matters became worse, you understand? And to be very sincere with you, Mr. Mike, fighting an unconventional war like we are confronted with is a difficult battle anywhere in the world, you understand? Because most of the time, these guys are unidentified. You cannot say they have a particular uniform or maybe they have an office somewhere. These are people that live with people in the same neighborhood, and they go out to carry out their activities. You understand? So it requires more of military intelligence, to be able to tackle that level of insecurity. So it's something that will take time. If you have a government that is very sincere, very, very sincere, a government that is not just being, political, that want to politicize everything, it is possible to, see an end to this insecurity if we are sincere, but it's going to take time. It's not something that can happen within the shortest possible.
All right, to the comment section, Safa Abiodun, Mr. Michael, I love you so much. All right, I love you too, Safa Abiodun, thank you so much. I appreciate. All right, what Lade says, Mr. John, if it's zero achievement in the area of security, you won't be standing here, and be talking what you are talking. That's very dash.
Mr. Mike, can I reply to him?
Yeah.
Now look at it. What I meant zero is that one of the things that we expected from government, the primary, responsibility of government is the protection of life and property. You understand? Before you even talk about welfare, you understand? So the thing is, has the insecurity reduced or is getting worse? That's the question. The insecurity, when the president came on board in 2003, is matters reducing or they are getting worse. We see, these guys, creeping down to places where they were not, they like Kwara, for example. They were not in Kwara before. Kwara has never experienced anything, like the Lakurawa until under this administration. So for me to say it's zero is because we've not seen them tackle it. We've not even seen them contain it where it is in the northeast. It's coming down. So that means there's zero achievement in the area of insecurity, and we keep spending billions of naira. Let's be sincere with ourselves. If this government has made any achievement in tackling insecurity, we'll come out and say it. But the truth must be said.
The truth must be said, and there are still reactions to what you're saying. All right, Eisenwold says nonsensical, unfortunately, coming from supposed number 3 man. He is there. All right, insecurity just started. Okay, did he just start today? Okay, that's what he's saying. Okay, all right, we move down to wisdom today. If not, that two people. Okay, on to the next one. Nathaniel Abu is in the world. Nathaniel, good morning to you. You're welcome. Tinubu is a total failure in all areas. A total failure in all. Is it true? All areas.
Anyway, we mentioned electricity. As bad as electricity is, we have seen reforms. And we hope that in the near future, if we have governors that are really serious about electricity, you understand, about making the lives of their indigents better, we hope to see things, get better with the reform. You understand?
Because does he have a pass mark there?
I can give him a pass mark in that area. Yes. Because we had president.
But we're not having light now.
That's what I'm saying. But right now, it will get to a point where we begin to hold our governors accountable. Okay. Before now, it was in the exclusive list.
Okay, so that's what President Bola is doing.
That is the only achievement. I wouldn't. It is an achievement. Let me give it.
Ongoing.
Yes, let me give it to him.
Reform.
Courtesy of him, Abia State. You can see the achievement ultimate in the power sector.
Even recently,
and then Bayelsa State.
Bayelsa.
So that reform is a welcome development.
All right. To you, I get to my mind. What will you call that kind of reform? Is it a welcome development?
Of course.
That's decentralization.
It's long overdue that we decentralize most of our infrastructure so that more players can come in at a mini level. Everything that don't have to be centralized, and I don't also forget that most of these infrastructures were done several years ago, and the kind of maintenance that ought to have happened hasn't happened. So I say any policy that decentralizes some of these things is a welcome development for me.
You're talking about insecurity, John, but you're in Lagos enjoying yourself here. You are not affected. Okay. This is coming from Muki Great.
Funny enough, as it stands now, Lagos State, to me, you understand, is the most peaceful state. You understand? And do you explain why? That explain why, the population in Lagos State. Lagos State is overpopulated. In terms of landmarks, Lagos State has a very small landmark with over 22 million people. Why do you think people will move from wherever they are to this place? Because government have failed to secure other areas, like in the north. You understand? You keep seeing most of these trucks that are coming from the north are carrying more of human beings than animals. You understand? And that is why our security need to begin to look at these things very well, because how can you be carrying more human beings than animal when the truck is meant to carry animals? It's even posing a security threat, if you ask me. You understand? But the truth is, people can no longer live in those places they used to call their comfort zone because of this level of insecurity, something that government is supposed to address. You understand? So I'm not just the only person who is there. So many people, there are people who are even in Lagos today, you know, who just came because they have to leave their area as a result of insecurity. Thank God mine wasn't like that. But then if you want to look at things, security is a serious business. It's not something you joke around with. In fact, it affects even economic activities. And that's why you see some countries in the world don't joke with, you know, security. Don't joke with their security personnel. We saw what America did recently. You understand? They went to Iran to ensure that their pilots are rescued alive. Look at our servicemen, fallen heroes. You understand? Just last week, a general was killed. This week again, a colonel was killed. What are you telling the military? They should be careful. I don't wish to see a time where the military will want to revolt against these guys. They should be careful. Their life matters. Yeah. They should protect their lives as well.
They should stop playing politics.
Yes, stop playing politics. The military guys are human beings with families.
All right, Comrade says Mr. John should call out your northern governors or leaders and elders, including all patriotic citizens. You shouldn't talk about it. You should call out your governors, hold them accountable.
Areas where we needed to hold them accountable, we do that. Don't forget, as it is now, we are talking about decentralization of the power sector. Now, same has not been done to security. It's still in the exclusive list. As far as we are concerned, Mr. Mike, it is the duty of the president to protect the lives and property of every Nigerian, because it is the business of the exclusive list. You understand? Until you decentralize it. For example, I was overhearing my Femi saying that the IG of police said it will take them 60 months. Mr. Mike, that's 5 years. What will be left with Nigerians after 5 years? You know, 5 years is a big time, and I do not expect them to sound in that manner. We all know America got our independence under the principle of confederation. But at a point, they saw that things are not working out. You understand? 11 years later, America they had what they call a confab, not like you have in Nigeria. That how can this thing is not working out. We have become the laughing stock of the community of nations. What do we do differently to make life better? They came out with the presidential system of government that you see today since 1787. Today they are the largest economy. Today they have the strongest military because they brought a system that is working within the shortest period. For you to tell us 5 years, what are you saying? I don't understand. 5 years, Tinubu will not be there. So which means nobody will hold him accountable again. Even if he wins second term, in 5 years' time, he will not be there. So it's really suspicious. That statement to me is suspicious.
We're trying to react.
I'm trying to react. I think some of my guys there, they always they are having more economy, with the truth. Without the truth, I'm saying they are having more says without the truth. And I can say wholeheartedly, when you're talking of government, who owns the government? The government belongs to you and I. And the only thing is to engage your, people in charge of that government for you. Because they are holding forth for you. And at the same time, every blame game shouldn't go to the president, right? Because you have your the states there, and you should know that any strange thing that's coming on board, you just put a question to any stranger you see, because it's a collective thing. Security is a collective thing. When you are looking at they have been killing. We put ourselves to where we are today, we citizens, and so far you are just here complaining. We've not taken any action about how are these people coming to kill our children, our mothers, and what route are they passing through. And it's a collective thing for you and I, and that is why what I really want from the president now, for all these excuses that does not hold water to happen now, is let there be state police all around now, and then let there be community police, so that every one of you will know where your enemies are coming from, so that it won't be Mr. President.
The state police will tell you in 5 years. That is what they are telling you.
It's gonna happen.
In 5 years. We should wait for 5 years.
See, us you don't believe in the agenda of the president, right? And he knows the timing he gave himself for the state police to take off. So even if he tell you guys today, you will not believe it. So why not take it himself and let that state police, come on board? Then it will now shame the opposition that don't want anything good. And likewise, you can see our different states. We have some of the aspire politicians, the likes of the Aregbe, and the likes of from your state. I don't know why you have never called up that's your man David Mark. That why are they killing your people that he has not even put a say on that to reject such a thing that they've been killing in Benue. Why has he not said anything against the Benue killing?
Can I answer you?
Yeah, answer me.
David Mark has been a politician for some time, a former military man.
Yeah.
He's somebody, even though he's from Benue State, he's somebody, his style of leadership I do not even like. But I want you to understand one thing, he has never been your president. You understand? It is the duty of the president as it is now, until something is done differently, until there is a reform in that sector. As it is now, it is the duty of the president to protect the lives of every Nigerian. And that is why the president is saddled with the responsibility to, to come up with a budget that pertains to security. And the National Assembly, most of the time, will approve with any amount. So at the end of the day, we keep seeing matters getting worse. Are you now saying that my own concern is even that this thing to me that I consider is suspicious, saying 60 days, 60 months, that is 5 years, seriously is suspicious, because you are now saying that even when Tinubu get re-elected next year, after his second term, that is when Nigeria will be matured for state police. That's what they are telling us. So which means he cannot be held accountable.
Okay, let me correct.
Because he will not be in office to account to Nigerians again.
You
understand? So I expected them to do, when you have a situation at hand, they said drastic measures, measures that, desperate situation requires drastic measures. You understand? So we are confronted with a situation that is desperate. What do we do? Let's look at what we can do and then provide Nigeria something that can, secure them, that people can go and sleep.
Thank you very much.
State police was mentioned by Tinubu himself. Nobody asked him to do it.
It's still on.
He made the statement. Why don't you champion it, prioritize it, suspend other things? You have a situation in your hand that is, in fact, this thing keeps, painting your government black. People are beginning to look at you as a clueless president, but you have spoken of an idea that if you have put this idea out, will work. Why don't you ensure that the National Assembly or whoever that has had with the responsibility, we should see their speedy passage so that Nigerians can, hold their governors accountable. Governors who knows that they need security will prioritize it, even if it means using the entire money allocated to them on security. So be it. But as it is now, the blame will always go to the president.
The blame cannot go to the president wholeheartedly, because we have been having successive governments that has not done anything about it. And I can tell you, sorry, let me say what I want to say. Now, you are telling me that David Mark doesn't need answer.
No, I didn't tell you. I said he is not our president.
He's not your president.
He does not have constitutional power.
He was a Senate president.
If they find David Mark with AK-47 for the time they will be arrested, he does not have constitutional power to order anybody to kill anybody. Yes.
A retired military.
He's a citizen now. He's a citizen of Nigeria.
He has control mechanism.
The same law that covers you. The same law that covers him.
And I can tell you, wait. Do you know how strong when you belong, when you be, what's it called? Senate president was once how many years for Senate president? You see, let us be telling ourselves the truth.
Can he control the
military? A Senate president will not go to Alo chamber and bring up the Alo chamber, come into Alo chamber and tell his other people that this is what we want to deliberate on today, the insecurity. And David Mark, there must be a bit, but he was the head. He was the head, and he can mop up the majority there. He can mop up the, so it's laziness, and our leaders, that your leaders that you're supposed to be facing, you are putting that leader or leadership the seats on so just one people. And I can say what all of them come together, because even if it is ADC now, if ADC love Nigeria, they will first of all look into the insecurity, because ADC cannot come and occupy the empty, lifeless people that they've killed on ground. So they should first of all even collapse all this hatred, all this enmity, party enmity, and come together. Nigeria first, Nigeria first. And if they like the country, they will not be going around and telling you all this rubbish.
I want to tell you
so
something.
Mr. President, the local if we want collective issues, excuse me, collective issues. If Mr. President alone cannot get this job done, it has to be a collective thing from your state, right from your state. You see a stranger, you profile the same stranger.
You see something, you say something.
You say something. And at the same time, when you allow all these crises to snowball, you now be crying out loud that Mr. President, how many people? You see, Mr. President cannot be everywhere. If you don't know how government runs, you have a governor, you have local government. When last you visit your local government? When last you visit your local government? You don't even know whether your local government is existing or not. And you say you are Democrat, and you say you are operating a democracy. The democracy, they bring it for you, and you don't even know how to work on it, how to actualize what you really want on it, and you just come and be putting blame game. Let us wake up from the slumber as it is. I mean, it's not just every this your government. What is the citizen doing for the government? Likewise, in America, you say America. The America will tell you America first. In God I trust. And what is who do you trust? Because you don't trust your country. So that is why this Fulani, the bandits, see that lacuna.
Are they not enjoying the dividends of democracy?
Who are they?
Americans.
See, in our own way too. Let me just tell you what we are enjoying the democratic dividends in one way. Number one, there are a lot of people. When you're talking of, let me just talk of the election.
You said when Americans wake up,
yeah,
the first thing they say is God bless America.
Yeah,
because in Nigeria, we cost Nigeria to sell of.
Have you ever witnessed
Americans not enjoying dividends of democracy?
Yeah, have you ever witnessed tsunami?
And Nigerians enjoying dividends of democracy.
Yeah,
Americans are enjoying.
That we've been alive, we should know that we enjoy. So tsunami. Have you ever witnessed tsunami?
Being alive is dividend of democracy.
It is part of dividend of the democracy. I can tell you what I did, because being alive and you are able.
What of those people that are no more in the southeast, in the northeast?
They are no more like us. They have died. Or why?
That's insecurity.
Insecurity. That is why they have to, they disseminated the governor, the insecurity. That's why they need to disseminate.
Being alive is part of dividends of democracy. What of people that are gone in Benue State, Kwara State, they cannot
that's why I'm telling you that they fail to act to the occasion. They fail to come to the occasion of. They know how these people, when they are coming to Benue issue. I'm so interested in Benue issue. They know when these people are coming.
So the ones that were attacked in Kwara State, Ondo State, they know them.
They know them.
They know terrorists. They know bandits.
Any terrorist cannot walk into your domain without not you notifying.
So the ones that work
Mike, this is city stand. Let me start from even here now. This is city stand now. Okay. You know the strangers. You know who can the newcomers that are coming. You know we that have been permanent reviewers that can tell you wholeheartedly you know all our.
Do I know if I have terrorists in my cabinet?
You will know a strange face that is coming that has never been here before. You will know.
These are bystanders.
These are bystanders. But when somebody
from
let's assume this bystander.
Do I even know what's going on behind me?
Abi?
Do I know what is going on? Do I have eyes here?
You ought to know because you have to be proactive. That's one thing. Proactiveness. It's just the
APC government proactive.
They have been proactive. I can say wholeheartedly because you see all these terrorists they are capturing now and they are giving their name to NSO, right? It is a very deep job to do, to go on the ground
and start fishing who are the sponsors, who are the, if you think it's easy, maybe I think the new rebuttal of this world, I will just like you to say, okay, you want to go on a tour with them, how they always profile, how they always get across to all these insecurity sponsors of insecurity. It's not easy because those ones, they are not even they will not be wanting you to up there to meet up with their game. I'm talking of the sponsor. So it's very easy because it's very difficult because we are still in a more system of governance now, because the Mr. President now, they are mole in his cabinet, but he will not know. It doesn't know that they are mole because they don't rest it on the head. Within us here, there can be mole around us, but you won't listen on it. So it's not easy, my brother. When you think that somebody is
where is the intelligence if he has moles there?
The intelligence are working hard. Likewise,
what are his security apparatus doing?
The
security men, what are they doing?
They are doing the best, but you see the kind of country we have. They see the kind of country we have. In the north, generally, the north have been polarized with the military. They polarized with the military circle there, and they owns the military. I can say they have all these strategies in their hand. Shall we they join soldiers? We they join police?
Have you joined?
But we can all decide now that we want to go and join. So to help our country.
City standard analysts can join.
We can join, yes. You can join for the future.
I can also join.
You can also join. What is bad in it? At least I can tell you the for UK in UK. When Queen,
it's like telling Oyeze to go join military.
I can tell you.
Can Oyeze join?
King Gary.
But I'm not Nigerian military.
King Gary.
I'm telling you,
you can
join Nigerian
King Gary,
military. So
King Gary.
Mike. They can kill a whole Mustafa. What is his name? You know, kill that guy from. I think that guy is from Edo State. Oseni. And look at the men. No, but those who are projecting this agenda, they should go out, bring all their children. I mean, because of that, they say somebody should, they sack him. They sack him from the military. They should go and bring their children too. Let them get involved in this thing. Okay, I will not serve in Nigerian military. I say it 100%. And no Igbo youth should join Nigerian military. 100%. I'm not hiding it. I mean, I'm not here nor there. If you want my statement ab initio before today, I will always stand on the side of optimism. Mike, I always repeat it.
Nigeria is your country.
Yes. You can say Nigeria is your country because who is more patriotic than I? Those who speak the truth. Those who speak the truth say the real truth. Those areas they say they are not go areas. Those who say it the way it is, those are the ones that are patriotic. Mike, honestly, I can tell you, Nigeria name, the name self na fraud. Okay, let me tell you, the name self na fraud. Some countries they named after the colonial master. Yes, nobody will like it, but that's where it is. Some countries where that the colonial fathers named, some of them have rejected that name. Change that. What is Nigeria? I tell you, we have defined it here. Go and find out now what Nigeria means. What did Nigeria mean?
To me, Mike, the quota system, they should balance out the quota system, right? If you are providing, if the north is providing like 100 soldiers, the west to be able
to. Insecurity will end 2 weeks after election, says Godswill Akpabio.
I see nothing wrong with the statement. He said
nothing is wrong with the statement.
You see, we are the best of the best critics in this country. When you're talking of the best critics in this country, just come to Nigeria. Come to Nigeria. And
there's nothing wrong with this.
There's nothing wrong because as it is, it's better for him to give us hope, right? And he told you the time factor that the whole thing will hang. And let's see, get to that time before you now.
So people will keep dying until that time.
They will still, are they still not on the combat battle now? The military, are they still not in the combat battle? Are they still not in the battle?
So we should wait till 2027 election is over.
So what miracle do you have?
What miracle do? If somebody is telling you what,
So the president cannot perform miracle.
They
You're asking me what
yes, how will the president perform the miracle when we say you guys,
why is it
there's no collective.
Why is he sitting as the president?
And why is he sitting as the president? Is to save
lives and property.
That
failure to do that,
and is doing that. It's doing that internally, in which people don't know. Internally. Number one,
externally.
Number one is doing that.
People need the external results.
Can you allow me to talk, please? You see, when president came in and the president said, okay, there's no more subsidy. That money for the subsidy, majority went to the governors, and that money was supposed to be for security. Part of the money is supposed to be for security votes. Then have you asked your governor what has he done with the money to secure you? Have you asked him? No. Capital no. All is Mr. President. All is Mr. President. All is. Look at the gap between we citizens and Mr. President. Mr. President is in Abuja. Your local government is nearer here. Your state governor is not accessible, right? And who are you to go to now say, Mr. Governor, how have you spent our security votes where you've been collecting? Nobody answered that. It's Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President. I think we need to go back to rebut ourselves with democracy, which is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And you detach yourself, and it's just blame game. It's time for Nigeria to buckle their belts, to be able to consult, engage the governors. That where is our money going to? What are you doing with our money? Let us see. You can ask questions.
All right, thank you so much, Kole. I appreciate your contribution. That was a brilliant one. All right, thank you. Oh yes, you're welcome once again.
I think I'm officially taking my time now. This is my official time. I only projected. But before we move on, I just want to say very important thing here concerning this platform that we have been on, for a very, long time. I'm talking about when City stand bettered till this moment, and the man that is behind the wheel, consistently, it takes motivation, it takes inspiration, it takes conviction, it takes dedication to pioneer Nigeria's or Africa's first street journalism. It is not happening anywhere in the world. Go and verify in Africa. He is the founder of it, Mike Adekunle, who marked his birthday yesterday to the glory of God, and to celebrate thousands, hundreds of encomium that poured in yesterday. I was not around actually, but my spirit was here because it has given us a voice. You know what I mean by a voice, a platform to represent. We are not representing the political class. We are not representing the billionaires and all these city boys up and down. All these guys, we are not representing them. Okay, we are representing 140 million Nigerians that has just been driven into poverty 2 weeks ago. That's why we are here. It's pure a street thing, and I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you for this vision. You will be getting tickets to plant these things somewhere else in Africa and maybe around the world. It's not happening anywhere, and that is why those who has consistently been a blessing that has kept us standing. Okay, easy. You know what it means to keep people here on daily basis support. It is not easy. I want to say a big thank you to you all. Without you, we wouldn't be in here. you are just another inspiration. All those who are criticized, all those who said whatever you said, it's a plus, it's an inspiration that has kept us, working here, talking in this platform. Africa must change. The black man must, get to understand that he is not just a black man, he is a Kabuland. That's what we are here. And we must hold everybody that's involved in leadership, both in Nigeria, both in Africa, accountable. I've always asked this question. Why is it that the Oyibo area that in the flow for Africa, where black people are more dominant, we struggle over ordinary food up to this moment? It is painful, and that is what has given Mike, the platform to, because yes, anybody that's telling you that the Lagos state government is not aware, state governors are watching, their processes are watching this platform, and so consistently is what the other time you saw one of the one of the person that's even close to, I don't want to mention his name, it was live on this platform. People are listening on this platform, and we continue to do it. It's not by this thing. It is our own contribution to our Gen Z generation that black man must get it right, and the struggle start from here on the street. I want to say a big thank you to Mike. May God continue to add more plus, many happy returns to you. This vision, the God will continue to push it to a more higher level, and may God bless you. Thank you
so much.
As you are celebrating, the celebration continues today. Okay, we not know, you understand, because it is the first of its kind, and he is the founder, number one street journalism in Africa. I want to say all over the world. That's Mike Adekunle, and kudos to you.
Thank you. Therefore, Evangelist, you're welcome to the program.
Yeah, God bless you, Mr. Mike. It was yesterday, and that yesterday, you all know the Biafra Evangelist, what it's all about. I'm in the service. So when I'm through, I send my own text message, praying for you. And I want to use this opportunity as well to appreciate every of our viewers, because if they are not there, we will not be here. You understand? And if they are not encouraging you are not encouraging Mike will not be here too. Even we will not be here too. Standing, every morning to air our own little opinion based on the little understanding of things going on the street, much especially in the country, in the black nature with the black nation as a continent. And I want to use this opportunity to say, Mr. Mike, more years to come, more celebration, long life and prosperity. This just marking the beginning of the journey of progress and success in your life. As you continue, God will continue. And our viewers, God, as you make this celebration a continuity, even as of today, because without Biafran evangelists, without the Biafran, celebration is not complete. We make it happen.
Yeah, so it continues today.
Will still come tomorrow. I say it continues tomorrow.
Mike, it is
I am here to say it continues.
What we are doing here, generations will come to learn about it.
Yes.
People will talk about it. It will go viral. That a time comes. This is where the whole thing happened. Not those who are sitting in a condition office, who are crossing their leg, AC is blowing them. They can't step under the sun and tell. You cannot hear it the way it is being said here.
We are pouring the heart of the poor masses here.
All right, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate your consistency, your support on this platform. May God continue to bless you too.
Amen.
May God continue to bless all our viewers. Now, away from that, how can a government admit awareness of threats and still allows its citizens to remain unsafe? We heard what Godswill Akpabio said yesterday, that after 2 weeks after election, insecurity will stop.
Yes, Mike, I just want to say that they have weaponized it as a political agenda to negotiate power. Killing Nigerians has become an agenda or a weapon that every political party must use to create an impression whether it's on the positive side, whether it's on the negative side. But when it comes to somebody like, I don't see. I think we're in the history of Nigeria, Akpabio happens to be the worst Senate president ever Nigeria has produced. I will know the process that produced it. That's what we are talking about. When we have a very weak, unstable institution, there's no how we can have a better government. There's no how. Some of these institutions, and that is what we are saying, at what point will it actually be independent? At what point? So, Mike, there are two aspects, perspective to the insecurity in Nigeria. That's what Akpabio is pointing at. One, as a political weapon to destabilize a government. Then the other one as also a weapon of political conquest and Islamic agenda. True. That is true. Yes, because I'm trying to feast on what Akpabio means by that statement. Okay, then the one that is political, after 2 weeks it will die. Then the one that is Fulani oriented will continue. Unfortunately, that's what we are experiencing. You know what is called a Senate?
Because I wonder the kind of message you was trying to pass.
What he's trying to tell you in Nigeria is that there's a need why Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not be responding to killing, should not even send any military, should not even intervene, should not go to anywhere, remain in Nassau Rock. If they like, let them continue. That their agenda is to unseat him. If their agenda is to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu through insecurity, what does Bola Ahmed Tinubu supposed to be doing? Since he said that his aim of becoming president is to protect lives and property.
I pick. There is something. Sorry, my brother. There is something I pick. Why he said that they should allow them or vote for them in 2027. That under 2 weeks they will do stop that insecurity. That means from the onset they already programmed themselves to run 8 years. So they are risking the life of Nigerians. So where the reaction will now take place is when they now enter second tenure, whereby they have nothing to lose again. Yes, they have nothing to lose again. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his cabinet can stand up at any length against these people. That time. But if he try it now, he will lose second tenure. He will not be able to go that second tenure. That was their own, from the onset, their ideology. That's why it seems like Mr. President is silent or is not acting up to our expectation the way he should have done. You understand? Or act regarding to the insecurity. So he's waiting for him not to test. The fight he picked with Erufai, you can see the game playing against him seriously now. So he want to enter second tenure whereby he will not have anything to lose. Then he will pick up when you talk of fight. That is based on what he said. That is my own narrative.
They are tolerating insecurity.
They are tolerating
abduction. They are tolerating killings.
Now,
so they know when to stop it.
Is
that what?
That is it.
No, is that the country you want us to be proud of? You want us to be discussing this thing?
No, you can be proud of it.
Okay, you can be discussing this for how many years now? This is over 60 years now. The killing started, I said it before, and I will repeat it again. The first killing happened in Plateau 1943. To date, the same thing has been going on. Bro, now what Akpabio is trying to tell you is that they are the ones that are killing Nigerians. I mean, they are the ones that are killing Nigerians, weaponizing insecurity for political office and interest. Unfortunately, Nigeria did not go to Abuja and wipe them away. Now, 200 million Nigerians head to Abuja and chase all these people away. But Mike, this is a complete insult. It is a complete insult on 200 million Nigerians. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything because of tribalism, bigotry, nepotism. You see how we have gone to an extent that they even weaponize religion against ourselves.
So it's indirectly telling us that election is responsible for what we are experiencing.
Of course,
election one influencing violence, rise and fall of violence. Before election, it will rise, and after election,
let me tell you, Mike, let me just tell you something. It is not going to stop. Akpabio is not intelligent. Akpabio is not intelligent, or he's just pretending. Mike, I told you, I always maintain a stand here that these people knows what they are doing.
The killing is
where is Christopher Musa? Where is
living?
Yes, now.
Okay.
Sorry, my brother. There is something that happened. Remember this. Nobody will easily forget this one. Anambra State, Soludo, market traders. In his first tenure, did you see him act? Did you see him make any move against those traders or whatsoever sitting at home? But when he now enters second tenure, when he now know that he has nothing to lose again, he started playing along with the Fulani leaders, the people that is working for his masters. You understand me? And that is it. See, this thing is political. I've been telling you people that the insecurity in Nigeria, those people killing are not the one killing. They have financiers. They have boss.
But if he's claiming that it is politically driven, so
Mike, I disagree. I disagree.
Is he referring to?
But let me tell you, I disagree. I disagree with that narrative that the killing now. Unless what should point it very clearly to
politicians are
Nigerians. You understand? Let me tell you, unless you don't understand how these things are working, Mike, when they brought Buhari, what was the reason they brought Buhari?
To protect the Fulanis.
Then 4 years, Buhari went for second term. After 8 years, what happened? Okay, what they are trying to tell you, remember that Buhari too also witnessed. Jonathan also witnessed. This thing has been there for a very long time. They only activate it when it get to a point they want it to activate it to. If Akpabio is saying that that insecurity now after can we shall be within Nigeria, I always tell you, shall be within Nigeria, is it going to end? It's not going to end. The one that will end is the one that the Akpabio is talking about, that is politically motivated by the real issue why the killing has continued even without are you sure that when OP comes there that is going to stop these people? But can we be honest to ourselves?
Can we stop these people?
No, I'm not. See what I'm.
Okay, at that point, sir. At that point,
we do that. Said he will do the need.
Okay. Yes. But let me tell you. Unless we don't want to tell ourselves the truth.
That's the truth. It's a political.
What these people are coming with is ideologically driven. It is not about to be. Okay, forget the whatever conspiracy the Northerners are saying. Obi. Okay, me, I do not trust them. I always say it. I do not trust them. If it is the reason why they want to open up, because see, they always say it that even some of them say they don't want an Igbo man to become president in Nigeria. They are saying it. Forget what is going on now. These are the same people that pushed a certain narrative in Nigeria and insisted and pretend over it. When we saw it, during when Tinubu was there, what was Tinubu saying? As you know, the same APC that Verify and the rest of them that use all types of this thing to go against Jonathan. Who tells you Obi is going to stop insecurity in Nigeria? Who tells you? Okay, the agenda is where the problem is. What is the agenda? What is all those military service chiefs here and there now that you are going to point at the end of the day? They are still going to behave like the ones that Tinubu have at the end of the day. Some will behave like Buhari, some will behave yes, because they are all championing the same thing. And that is the truth. It is not only all over the world, everywhere. Now, look at the news yesterday. because of maybe they have been busted somewhere now, we are seeing hundreds of Fulani men, trooping into Enugu State.
The other time,
Mike, what was over 5 did you see any of the governor? Did you see Peter Mbah say anything about it? Look at the thousands of them that was caught in Abia State. Do you see, what are we talking about? Can we just call a spade and leave this propaganda of Oh God, this is total rubbish. Nigerians are dying every day. And the only option, I keep on saying it, is the only option is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should call these northerners and ask them exactly what they want. What do they actually want? But it's not a matter for people concerned. I am telling you, I am saying it without any reservation. Ask them exactly. You are the president.
No.
Ask them what they want.
No. That's the right thing, man.
Excuse me, Baba. Excuse me. Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows what they want. He knows. From the onset, Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows. Before he brought Buhari in, he knows. Tinubu knows everything. He knows what they are looking for. What are you? Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a baby in the game. He knows everything.
Why is not?
He cannot act because he's partnering with them. He's one of them. Are you not removing? Okay, okay, for example, now, if Biafra eventually come tomorrow now, then will you tell me, say that I did not participate? No, I am asking you, will you now say that I did not participate? Are you hearing me? Bola Ahmed Tinubu, see, you see all this whatsoever, Boko Islam or whatsoever, when they came to Nigeria in 2014, and when Jonathan was in power, who brought Buhari from, how many times did the Buhari contested? And he lose. Oga, come! You go win. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's play the card. Okay, I will support you. You will be there. Oh yeah, let us play this card. Chibok here. Oh yeah, you the finance that Igbo foolish woman. That one's carry. Hey, na Igbo person. You know say family. There is a proverb Yoruba talk say
vegetable, the insect that eats vegetable.
It's inside.
Right.
Oh yeah. They now carry the other side. They now invited the Boko Haram. They meet them Haitiala. Oh yeah, come arm them. In case I will not forget, Baba, go and do your findings. The first date that was fixed for that election was cancelled. Obasanjo said there is nobody in Africa that fixed a date for election and cancel it and lose. But it was quite unfortunate that Jonathan has to throw in the towel. So the major agenda that what they really planned to do under Jonathan, they didn't get it. Then these men now, you are now asking them to leave. They say, pay us our money. Have you forgotten? Pay us our money. Which Yoruba state, I think Ekiti, Ondo was one of the states that they use in carrying out their training activities. R05, the former governor of Kano State, they were using plane to drop food for Kaduna to drop food for these people. Instead of 2,000 they requested, they gave them 4,000 to start with. Now, today, you say Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not aware. He should call them for question waiting. He knows everything.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? This is democracy. No, it's democracy. Posterity is about to judge. Everything that's happening in Nigeria, unfortunately, whether they know it or not, is being documented. But for now that you are seeing it, that you are now seeing it that it is a threat to your government. I told you there's a reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu could not go to where he was supposed to go, where he addressed those people at the airport.
Before Uncle, you been bring them.
What are you supposed to do? Man, you know what I'm saying it. I'm just saying it for record purposes. That at least to an extent, let us actually know exactly what these people actually want. Because if the killing, the killings, okay, is spreading everywhere.
I know that it will come back to this.
And they're telling you, no, Mike, and they're telling you that the Nigerian army,
That's why they make the step.
the Nigerian army now are even telling us say that our prodigal sons, we should also welcome them.
Sir, did you know that the same Nigerian army, oh my God, they kill innocent traders, over 85% of them. Civilians. The same Nigerian military. That is to tell you that these people knows what they are doing.
They knows.
They are partners in crime. What is civilians doing? Which crime did the traders commit? They are throwing bomb on them.
Akpabio cannot discuss.
Then you allow Kujibelo and his men and his wife and whatsoever they may come here, or Maluda, whatsoever. You allow them. You cannot throw that bomb in their own camp. And this Mikey, these people is living in Nigeria. In fact, they are living in Nigeria, they are not in Kenya. But Nigeria can capture, kidnap somebody from Kenya. But they cannot kill these people, they cannot stop them. It affects me.
Mike, that's for different purposes. There was this commissioner of police in Abuja. There was this guy that raised alarm about Fulani infiltration in Asoro. You know, when the commissioner of police came out, he said they have all information. They have anybody they want to pick. They can do this. He was just blabbering or saying a lot of things that they can track anybody at any point in time. But they said that guy is a notorious content creator, and they went and picked him. If you have all the gadgets, all the device in the world, to be able to carry out some level of precision or to capture their own country by themselves, this is how we want to live.
Oh yes, God bless you. Remember, that should be last year. I told Nigerians here under this platform that Nigeria doesn't have independence yet. That the independence you have, you still under slavery, documentary slavery. Have you forgotten? I said it here. That Nigeria still remain documentary enslaved. That you see it now. They cannot. You said it all. You see it. They cannot to say or decide or determine how they go or govern themselves. You understand? So, and that is it. Until when that happen. Now, question is, when will that happen? Onyeze.
I think that should be another discussion.
Thank you so much, Onyeze. Thank you, Biafra evangelist. Suma, how you doing?
Fine.
I need to go, but let me quickly attend to you. How was the show yesterday? ADC convention. Did you watch it?
Yes. You can see there are, some person will still come to tell us that it is not the FCT minister that is behind all this.
Was it a successful outing?
It was a successful outing, and whether they like it or not, Nigeria will be, a rescue from this monopoly leadership that the president is trying to do, and it does not help. It's just like you have just a child in the classroom, even though the class underperform, not be first you give am. You give him, you gotta be first, and you be those who are my child first. Then you ask them how many persons is in the house. So if you have just 2 students in class, you see they will be taking first, second, third. This class is brilliant. But when we have quite number of students in a particular class, close to like 50 or 60 students, then we can determine, we can know the performance of that student. Then you see that child taking first position will be like something.
So would you say this is a fresh beginning for ADC?
Yeah, it
for
is.
The coalition, for the party?
It is. And what they don't understand is either you denying ADC or cooperating. The people are not looking at the party now. Any political party they decide to move to, the people are going to fall in line with it. This is the operation to rescue Nigeria from what? Insurgency, and crack in the economy. And we have to, and it's not constitution. Imagine in the amended constitution, electoral law, when you have when you forge a certificate, they said it's not a crime anymore. You can't sue that person. So what do you expect? So now everybody can start forging certificates when you get there. This person no go school, he lied you. Don't worry, they will say on the constitutional this thing, there's no place for it. So that alone is not enough for any these ambitious followers to think that does not make sense. So if this could make sense to still making sense to any APC or what followers of this party, that means the person needs to be checked. That person needs to go to hospital. So what are you trying to tell your children, that you are wasting your money to send to school? That means no needed then. To become governor or become any rep member, you don't need to go to school, because you can easily go and forge this thing at Oluwole, go and forge certificates. Then be saying that don't be like Akpabio, you cannot pronounce a simple but you can't read. Then you can just become whatever you want to become. So we need the country. We move forward. Every Nigerian citizen are getting their PVC ready, whether we like it or not. And I used to tell people, the population of those who have not been voting over the years in Nigeria are times too much more than all the total votes we have from all political parties in Nigeria. From last election, you will see the total number of those the votes that the APC had, the president had, minus from even the Labour Party and so. The statistic of those who did not even come out to vote that have voters card, it outnumbered those figures. But you know that if those who have not been voting decide that, okay, all of us, I want to vote for one person, both APC and Labour and ADC vote, it cannot be up to their numbers. So, and every day by day, people are now educated more that it is their responsibility to vote. Because since you refuse to vote like 2023, see what you are facing, insecurity. So and business collapsing, economic collapsing. So when you fail to do the necessary, shouting a vote does not count. Don't worry now, don't vote now. The government of the day will determine your future, no matter who you might be. Imagine traveling away from Nigeria, you'll be costing you over something million, 50 million naira to travel. And when the economy is working, why do I need to travel when we have the basic thing, when we have free care, health care system is working accurately? When we have a medicine, subsidized medicine for those with one illness or the other. So why do we need to travel? Now traveling now is now a prayer point. You have to go to church and go to mountain Oluwajo. It's because the economy is not working.
Just to travel.
Yes.
And it's not happening.
It's not happening. And
if they want to come to Nigeria, they don't need to pray.
Yes, they don't
need to go spiritual.
Now
to come to Nigeria,
yes,
to travel.
Everything is not spiritual. All our girls single. You say for the 5 years you are not married. Why will you get married? The church is not your prayer point. The solution for you being single as a female, almost 40 years old. Because the man that is supposed to marry you, the economy is not friendly to them. A man at 35 years old, almost 40 years, could not even say this is what you don't have a roof on his head, cannot afford to rent a room. How much is salary of every man that is supposed to have been married by now? A man of 40 years, he never married. He hardly find it difficult to pay a room in Lagos State or any other state. No job. How much is salary? Less than $100. Less than almost like $100 per month. Imagine a whole month you work hard labor every day, and your salary per month as a graduate is less than 150,000, some 200k. Now remove 200k from transportation, high price of fuel, almost like 80,000 naira or 100k is for your transport. In 200,000 you are collecting per month. Now how much do you want to save house rent of over 400,000 for one room in Lagos State? Why will you not go into fraud or go and steal? Because there's no magic to it.
Is the ADC ready to address all these issues?
And the point is
the ADC ready to address all this?
The coming party have seen just what happened in 2015 due to the poor leadership. Then there's a coalition. They brought in Buhari, thinking Buhari will be better. From second years, it fumbled. Now when they kick out the current administration, they have it in their back mind matter. If we fail to put the right thing in place too, coalition no dey stop.
The coalition of
they stop. Other people too will kick you out. So we have to have a system whereby a current administration will not be that 8 years must complete. Even as governor at any house of rep, that word. If I fail to perform and make research on how to develop my state, we'll be kicked out. And that's what they call democracy. Because when that is happening now, you know that wow.
Will that happen under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That happen under his watch?
The people,
will this coalition survive?
Of course, it will survive.
They've accused him of threatening democracy.
They are
good. It's frustrating the efforts of the opposition.
Yes, of course, he will only be trying. You see, in everything, truth will only prevail, no matter how dark everywhere is. And I know some people say that, this group of people that are here, forming coalition, are part of those that was disturbing Nigeria then, the economy. But I want to tell you that there is no saint anywhere in the world that will actually come back to save. It's always those who have been there. Some of them might repair, as well as repair Boko Haram. Now so they will come again to make things there, because now they are now wise. Like, how long do we keep up with it? And now this is not the fight of either political party members only. It's the fight of every Nigerian citizen. the likes of those who are in jails that president could not visit, they are there, is there now. This thing they are done.
All right,
and all other states in the country.
All right, because let's give Benjack time to talk.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Michael Adekule.
2 weeks after election, insecurity will stop. Your take on it before we...
How can we stop? I thank God for the ADC. They say they are the rescue team. I like the way. And the way they are campaigning is very powerful. So marvelous. And Ahmed Tinubu should be very careful. For this insecurity, they know, and his son and others, they follow. They cannot end the insecurity unless the rescue team come who perform their own. That is why we know say yes, Nigeria have already, the government have already get rescue mission. Unless say this party called ADC, they are a rescue team. APC call themselves the rescue team. Now they are not a rescue team. They are damaging things. They paralyze everything. Now, if ADC say that we are rescue team, I will take them. They are rescue team because the mess APC has put Nigeria so bad. So ADC is coming to rescue Nigerians, and the insecurity will stop. But I cannot give you 100%. But there's a minimum. They will do. They will perform. But some 100%, I will not give you that assurance of 100%. But they must do something to make people of Nigeria to be happy.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Benjack. We've been on air for over how many hours now? 2 hours. Over 2 hours, and we need to go. We appreciate all our esteemed viewers for engaging us, and those who gifted me yesterday. Say God bless you all. Mr. Felushike yesterday gave me a gift, a cash gift. Thank you so much, Mr. Felushike. I really appreciate you. How is your wife? Please send my regards to your wife, Robert Uche. God bless you. Thank you so much. Little Prince, I'm okay, great this morning. Thank you for the cash gift. Miss Tina in California, I appreciate your kindness, your support. May God continue to bless you. Now I can't mention everybody. I'm trying to remember people, but I'm so sorry if I cannot mention your name. But you are highly appreciated. And to Mr. Odeshino, who blessed us this morning too. Thank you so much, Mr. Back here tomorrow with more interesting topics. Michael Adekule, the anchor of the program. If you're watching the program for the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. If you're watching us, you can also help us share the program. Let people know what is going on at the stand. We'll be back here tomorrow around 7 a.m. Please stay glued to the channel. Goodbye, everyone.
You see, you cannot beat